So good day everyone, which is SDG 13 as our topic today, which is climate change. So what are the impact or effect of climate change in our society and in our lives? So how can we contribute to help our society to the impact of climate change? So, climate change is probably one of the most continuous global issues of today and the past 50 years. Climate change is a real and rapidly evolving threat for humanity, and in the words of the United Nations Secretary General, it is a battle for our lives. It is one of the focus areas of ESD, through which UNESCO strives to ensure that all generations understand the impact of climate change and are better equipped to take action to protect resources, the environment, and the planet that sustains life as enshrined in the SDG 13. Next. The importance of the goal. In order to reach a sustainable society, it is a necessary to integrate climate change measures into national policies, strategies, and planning. Next. So, para magkaroon tayo ng mas magandang kinabukasan, kailangan nating isama ang pag-aalaga sa kalikasan sa mga plano ng gobyerno. Ang pagbabago ng klima ay nagiging sanhi ng mga problema, kaya mahalaga na magtulungan tayo. Dapat isama ng gobyerno ang renewable energy, pagtatanim ng puno at pagbabawas ng polusyon sa kanilang mga plano. So, here's the current global and local challenges related to the goal. As global climate patterns continue to evolve, the impacts of El Nino and La Nina have become increasingly significant for communities worldwide. In the Philippines, these phenomena understanding I often bring extreme weather conditions. Understanding how to prepare and conserve resources is crucial for ensuring the safety and well-being of families. So, here's the understanding of El Nino and La Nina. So, alam nyo ba, yung El Nino at La Nina, parang mga mood swing ng panahon. Kapag El Nino ay nag-iinit ang tubig sa dagat sa Pacific, kaya nagiging mas mainit at tuyo ang ilang lugar pero malakas ang ulan sa iba. Kapag La Nina naman, naglalamig ang tubig kaya mas malakas ang ulan sa ilang lugar pero mas tuyo at mainit naman sa iba. So, ang problema, mas malakas na ang mga epekto ng El Nino at La Nina ngayon dahil sa pagbabago ng klima. Mas mahirap na hulaan kung kailan at saan nagkakaroon ng malakas na ulan o tagtuyot. Dahil dito, mas mahirap na ring ang buhay ng mga tao, lalo na sa mga lugar na nakasalalay sa agriculture. Kapag nagkakaroon ng tagtuyo, mahirap magtanim. Kaya wala silang makain. Kapag nagkaroon naman ng malakas na ulan, nasisira ang mga kanilang pananim. Next, so, what are the technologies nga ba that can mediate climate change and in our program, which is living in the IT era? So, the IT era offers a powerful toolkit to address climate change, and it's already being used in innovative ways. Here's a technologies and how they connect to our current digital landscape. The solar and wind power. The IT era has driven down the cost of solar panels and wind turbines, making them increasingly competitive with fossil fuels. So, what are the use of this solar to lessen climate change, and what are the connection of this in our program, which is living in an IT era? So, solar power plays a critical role in mitigating climate change by offering a clean and sustainable alternative to fossil fuels. So here's how solar power helps and its connection to our lives in the IT era. First is reduces greenhouse and gas emissions. Unlike fossil fuels, solar power doesn't produce greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane when generating electricity. This directly combats that primary driver of global warming. Second is replace fossil fuels. By switching to solar energy, we can reduce our reliance on coal, oil, and natural gas, which are major contributors to greenhouse gas emission. Third is it is provides a renewable energy source. Solar energy is abundant and inexhaustible, unlike fossil fuels, which are finite resources. This ensures a sustainable energy supplies for future. Here's the connection to our lives in the IT era. So cost reduction. The IT era has driven significant advancement in solar technology, leading to dramatic decrease in the cost of solar panels. This makes solar power more accessible and competitive fossil fuels, making it a viable option for individuals and business. So wait lang. So in conclusion, solar power is a powerful tool in the fight against climate change, and in the IT era has made it progress and the IT era has made it more accessible, affordable, and efficient. By embracing solar energy, we can reduce our resilience on fossil fuels, lower greenhouse gas emissions, and create a more sustainable future.
This is the safety measures to consider during El Nino and La Nina. Water conservation, heat wave preparedness, fire safety, flood preparedness, and lastly, health protection. Why is it important to consider these things during El Nino and La Nina? So, preparedness and proactive measures during El Nino and La Nina are vital to safeguarding lives, infrastructures, and the environment. By implementing water conservation strategies, staying ready for heat waves, minimizing fire risks, preparing for floods, and prioritizing health protection, communi- communities can enhance resilience and reduce the adverse impact of this climate phenomena. So, these are the environmental conservation, energy efficiency, reduce energy consumption during both phases by energy efficient appliances, turning off unused lights and electronics, and maximizing natural lighting and ventilation. So the second one is the sustainable practices. Adopt sustainable habits such as reducing, reusing, and recycling to minimize waste generation. Third one is the green landscaping. Maintain gardens with drought-resistant plants and utilize mulch to retain soil moisture during El Nino. Plant trees and native species to improve soil stability and water retention, benefiting from increased rainfall during La Nina. So let's go to the community resilience. Building community resilience is essential in facing the challenges posed by El Nino and La Nina. Stay informed through reliable sources, participate in local disaster preparedness programs, and support community efforts for climate adaptation and mitigation. By understanding these climate phenomena and taking proactive measures, Filipino families can safeguard their homes, conserve resources, and contribute to environmental sustainability. So, these are the existing initiatives and organizations working towards this goal. According to the UNFCCC, global climate finance flows reached an annual average of 803 billion in 2019 to 2020, a 12% increase compared to prior years. In 2019, at least 120 billion of the 153 In 2019, at least 120 of the 153 developing countries had undertaken activities to formulate and implement national adoption plans to enhance climate adaptation and resilience, an increase of 29 countries over the previous years. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, emphasizes the deep, rapid, and sustained reduction in greenhouse gas emissions are essential in all sectors, beginning now and continuing throughout these decades. So, the potential solutions and strategies for improvement. Number one, strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to climate-related hazards and natural disasters in all countries. Second one, integrate climate change measures to national policies, strategies, and planning. Third one is to implement the commitment undertaken by developed country parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to a goal of mobilizing jointly 100 billion annually by 2020 from all sources. So the last one, to promote mechanisms for raising capacity for effective climate change related planning and management in least developed countries and small island developing states, including focusing on women, youth, and local
Here is the action plan development. Goals to reduce the effects of climate change by encouraging people to adopt objectives, promote sustainable practices to minimize environmental impact, to raise public awareness about natural calamities through activities, to enhance the resilience of vulnerable communities to the impacts of climate change. Target audience: teachers, students, farmers. Teachers must encourage students to think critically and creatively about approaches to climate change mitigation and adaptation and develop their capacity to respond with meaningful actions. Students must change their actions about climate change includes attitudes about global warming, willingness to take action, need for cognition, and need for closure. The unpredictability of climate change presents significant challenges to farmers worldwide. They are responding with innovation and adaptability strategies. First one is awareness campaigns. In barangay and community seminars, we can utilize social media to disseminate information about climate change and inspire people to adopt sustainable practices.
Community projects engagement. By implementing sustainable practices such as tree planting and waste management. Policy advocacy. By advocating for climate-friendly policies like basura mo, iuwi mo, we can significantly reduce the impact of climate change.
So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.